The cold alone usually isn't the danger when it comes to protecting your backyard chickens. Here's how you can protect your flock in the wintertime. First thing you want to do every single day, regardless of the season, is check on your flock. You want to make sure everyone's breathing normal, walking normal, no one's squatting around or limping. And then when it gets down to the wintertime, you really want to check everyone for frostbite. At first, the affected area gets pale and cold, and then as the condition worsens, the area can swell up, turn purplish red, and then the last stage is unfortunately that black death, Big Rhonda, that black death, no coming back from tissue. So you really want to, are you done? Can I talk? Really want to check your flock, their combs, their wattles, and their feet for any sort of discoloration, and if you know your flock, you're going to be able to tell signs of frostbite start to appear. The rest of this video is going to cover the most realistic and effective ways to prevent frostbite and keep your flock warm and safe in the wintertime. One way that you can ensure you have a happy and healthy flock is making sure that you have proper ventilation in your coop and run. Proper airflow in the coop is crucial in preventing moisture buildup, which can often lead to respiratory illnesses, bacterial infections, and like I said earlier, frostbite. So to have proper ventilation in the coop, you want to have an area at the top where warm air can rise and escape out of the coop. You want to have the ventilation high above the highest roosting bar so your chickens don't get hit with any drafts at night while they're roosting, trying to sleep, trying to stay warm. We did have another window over here. I blocked it off for the winter time because as I did my research, I saw that they were most likely getting hit with a draft. If you could imagine a chicken right here, very close to the same height. So we have this window in here, high above the roosting bar. And we have the area up top where air can also escape out of. Aside from proper ventilation, it's very important that your chickens don't get hit with any drafts in the wintertime. And draft-free does not mean airtight. I repeat myself. Draft-free does not mean airtight. Draft-free means that there's no horizontal air movement where the chickens eat, sleep, or walk. We're still working on winterizing our coop because honestly, we didn't take it seriously until I was inspecting my flock and I saw the first signs of frostbite. So we're gonna climb back into the coop and we're gonna talk about how they stay warm in here at night. One thing you should make sure you do in your coop is make sure that the roosting bars are wide enough to where they can come up here at night, spread out their feet flat, and be able to cover up their feet with their bodies and keep them nice and toasty. If you ever had to reach your hand down underneath your hens to get the eggs out from underneath them, you know how warm their bodies are. Their bodies can keep their toes very warm and toasty at night. In our coop, we utilize the deep litter method for quite a few reasons. The number one reason though is because as the organic matter breaks down, it's a free heat resource for our girls. Another reason is because in the springtime when we clean out the coop, we're going to throw all of this into our compost pile and use in our vegetable gardens. Keeping a dry coop reduces the risk of frostbite, reduces the chance of mold, bacteria, and mites, and helps keep your chickens' immune systems in check. To keep our coop dry, we apply thick layers of the straw and it helps insulate the floor and it absorbs the moisture from the chicken droppings. You can also use hay, pine shavings, or if you have a local tree company, we had a load of wood chips dropped off in our front yard and that's what we used in our coop for the first 6 months. And those wood chips were free, so it could really reduce your cost. Now this is so obvious, but I feel like I have to add this in here anyways. It's really important that your flock can get to fresh water and feed at all times. Having fresh water obviously keeps them hydrated, helps them digest food, and it plays a major role in egg production. We come out here multiple times a day to make sure that their water isn't frozen. The last tip I have for you is to really make sure you provide plenty of high quality treats such as scratched grains, cracked corns, mealworms, sunflower seeds. Today I'm giving them some scratched grains mixed with cracked corn and a little bit of mealworms. They're high calorie, takes them a little bit to be able to digest it, keeps their crops full. Keeping crops full is helpful in keeping them warm at night. High-calorie treats help your chickens maintain weight, generate heat, and stay active in the wintertime. Chickens are entirely dependent on you, the house you build them, the resources you give them. They deserve care even in the dead of winter when you don't want to leave your house.